A very solid rally back here from G2.
Right, PRX on defense, G2 on attack, 3-1 for pistols at the moment.
How do they fare now?
G2 are confirmed pistol gods.
So good on this map against Team Heretics.
And I like this from PRX. They've been a big fan of doing a 4-1 push down here with one here. This time they go for a 3-person stack on showers, just pick up the orb.
Further ahead in this tournament, we're going to be grabbed for PRX.
Jing, Devi, Forsaken, Sheriffs.
Excuse me. This is a strong side.
Expecting that push out here off the rip. Instead it was going to be showers. As Mindfreak just backpedaling. Icy taking some forward space here. Quick little jump peek. Something catching a glimpse, but
this is weird. Spike over towards here. TP in.
Spike being held just
yeah, when did they take the TP? Good luck to Forsaken. Takes a bullet. Wow, this is nice for G2. Even with that kill, it's still nice. Still got a sight for one death.
Gives them an advantage over here to the side of PRX, but Plant's going to be coming through.
Giant Joe.
G2 very much entrenched in this double push coming through. Forsaken finding one.
Damn, he managed to get the guy behind. Yeah, and that's with that you would imagine the PRX are fine here. There is a hill going down on the site, but
couple smokes though.
Got Wingman to defuse as well.
Online. Quick little bounce out, nothing going to be spotted. Jonah just sat here on top of the spike just about. Trent wants to offer up
Ollie, a smoke on site and he hides in it. So Wingman's gonna get tanked.
Within the poison for now. The push forward. There's the first one. Trent getting Jing as well. Wingman gonna be cleared out. Jonah P re-wrapping around through tube. Cuts back. Looking for his timing.
This is a really cool way to play against it. Because you can't send Wingman out without the vision of the spike, right? So he has to go inside the smoke itself to put Wingman out, and then he kills him and Wingman. That was impressive. That was cool. Love the pistol in general.
Against these post plants. I mean, Jonah P the whole time tucked in right by the tube. So snappy. Yeah, there are a couple good kills for PRX. These pistols are starting to get worrisome for the side of PRX. And Alex is definitely starting to get frustrated. After such a hot start on split, it looked like this was going to be all PRX all day.
All one.
G2.
All one with the pistols. Do they buy too heavy into the defense? This time, no. Potentially learning. Potentially learning from Lotus, because they got bonus twice.
But we're a much more mature team. We've learned a lot. We've grown. And they are putting that on full display round after round. Dominant these pistols so far across the series. 4-1.
Rotate comes in heavy. 5 people here. Spike dropped.
Quite a bit of damage
this is weird.
And something both tagged up. Good early damage found.
Pretty good money.
Try to snipe across. They try to find that kill, but Jing gonna be taken down.
Really nice.
I think class that as a bug because that Molotov top side doesn't give you an indicator that you're getting hit by it, but you'll still die to it.
Oh, it doesn't give you an indicator?
On some places where you stand, depending on how you throw it, doesn't give you the indicator.
Oh.
They get a lot of flashes, a lot of mollies thrown at the front entrance there outside of Garden.
It's been, I mean, it's been in the game for a long time. This is like the one bug that is a bug that Riot don't see as a bug that has been allowed in the game for a long time. Like it used to happen with the Viper molly all the time, right? On top of the tube. It's the same thing here, right?
Yeah, you can do the same thing on Lotus with the Gecko Molotov as well. Like,
yeah.
There's so many like places where you can do it, I just don't know.
It's so weird with the bug stuff like this, because it's like, I mean, that is a bug, but I don't think Riot see it as a bug. This Viper's been part of people's sight hits for so long.
Yeah, I think pretty much any wall you can do it. Even Bind and Lamp, these where they get the Molotov one side of the wall, and sometimes it's got the indicator, but you'll die to it, yeah.
I didn't realize it didn't give you an indicator, though. That is messed up.
Yeah.
There's now the TP across, something forward here at the shower. Flash at the ready. It's going to be a delayed pop on that one, but something still able to find the first one. Now Mindfreak.
It's a lovely holder, Showers here.
Picks off Trent.
It's huge.
Smoke is Valen going to try to lurk his way forward.
Yeah, no chance against this spike down.
They're expecting another layer to this.
This is where the spike is at. Could just rotate back around towards the front if the rest of the team are able to open things up. And Mindfreak just pull off the angle for a brief little moment, but continues to have his sights trained over on Showers. Wingman checking back over here on the site. Leaf going to be stunned up. Mosh creating some additional space as Valen starts.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as this kill happens, it's done.
Time dwindling. 25 seconds remaining.
Ooh.
Is looking great.
Hold up. Valen gets the kill.
Takes out Mindfreak. Jing dead at the same time on the opposite side. It's Leaf Comes up with that kill. But Boombot now scouting across, something having to talk back in.
Oh!
Another shot, another kill. Something just trying to delay. Thrash at the ready. He's going to try to go for it. He's gonna get caught.
Holy! E2 though on their bonus gets rid of the official. They should be pretty happy with that, and only one person alive.
All of these guns out of their hands.
And it's just great awareness here from PRX to
E2 should be super happy with
this. There
this.
could be a rotation through that teleporter, and they need to maintain Shower's control. And even though they end up losing it, and it looked like maybe this round was not going to go their way, that ult bought enough time for Divide to come in and finish the round, but
it's also gone.
It was costly.
I mean, look at this, dude. They're fully in control for a round that could potentially, well, for a round that does fully reset PRX. Something decides to go aggro. This makes a lot of sense, but oh, love the idea, but now we're in a 5v, and he can pick up the. Yeah, I mean, they just chill right now.
TP now. Double push. I see just sat the opposite side here.
That TP was way too late.
Holy. Yeah, it really was.
Absolutely screwed. Somehow
okay, G2 annihilated them in this round. Makes sense what PRX wanted to do over towards here, try and punish the official, but
wasn't finding that impact on the previous map. So far, it's a very rocky start here for PRX. That shot across.
I feel like to make a TP play effective, you actually need to be already ready for it to have it like.
Oh yeah, you have to. It has to be has to be pre-planned.
Don't think he has time for this.
No.
They just needed something, right? I think they just wanted to kill the Gecko before he got official again.
Instead, looks like maybe just wants to try to deal as much damage as we possibly can.
I think G2 handled it well.
This is really good, man. Good bonus from them. Good first buy from them. They're kind of close to their raise ult. They
once again,
and they're in a really good spot.
And G2 so happy to let them do that. You know, okay, something goes for the unexpected positioning there off the back.
We actually died to the
high tide. Fine. That one's okay, but then you keep trying to
oh, okay, I didn't see this either.
And then Mindfreak gets stuck inside a shower and he knows he's dead.
Yep.
And it's just really awesome stuff from G2. The way that
Desk is already getting it.
Let PRX try to play the PRX style and punish it every single time. And now you gotta figure out what you can do differently here. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more of what we saw early on, just playing for space, not playing for early aggression, early kills, early trades, because on Lotus as well, the first kills went heavily in favor of G2, and that was a real death sentence for PRX.
Well, rocky start in the early timeout call. Opportunity given, of course, to G2.
What the hell is that music in the background, man?
Their own observations, what they've seen, what PRX has been trying to do in these opening rounds, and then just continue to really compound and layer the anti-striding on top of it.
Yep.
It's like a stinger
okay.
Showstopper. They're in his back
PRX have some ults, but they're on eco, so if they use the ult into this eco, this really could be a horrendous start. So gotta show a bit of discipline here on this one, unless obviously the round gets close.
Push over, try to get those orbs online, because if they hand this over to Jonah Pete, that would be the Seekers ready to go.
They're going to try to push this space, and this isn't going to fool, I don't think, G2 at all.
There's the push. Forsaken able to find one, tucks into the corner, sits
cool,
down.
It's a nice use of Co.
Trying to play a little bit more elusively in the Dizzy now. It notes him and takes him down. Trying to able to play off that one. Showstopper now through, and they're so ready for
I talked about. They go the ults into the eco.
Jonah Pete, he does end up falling. This is still significant damage dealt. You look at their HP bars now. Locked within the teleporter room. The spike now getting ready to be planted. And Defy all on his lonesome. Recovered Phantom, see if he can try to deal any ounce of damage. A couple shots there.
Yeah, they gotta do it on hard mode. Whoa. Why?
Lobbed in, forcing him even further back within the confines of this prison. Time is ticking. Nothing more realistically for Divide to do other than to try to take some of these weapons away, force them to buy once again.
Look at the
G2,
discipline.
They are stagnant. They are statuesque. They are not looking to move a muscle.
Damn, look at them. Look at them go.
G2 continuing.
Giant win for G2.
Yeah,
3 people alive, and they got the Razor out of them.
From the side of PRX, but it just takes a little bit too long to get going. By the time that Jing decides to TP through and go for the Showstopper, it's already over. He's a little late. They tried to use the Trailblazer to set him up, and look, they're just waiting. They know. That Trailblazer came through, and they're like, we know they're coming in. And they're just so aware of all these trap plays, all these aggressive maneuvers that PRX is trying to make.
Same thing, right? Like they had to TP to do something, but it was just way too late.
Yeah, and they use the ult into it.
Yeah.
Picking up a judge, sat over at hookah,
Oh, they go fast on this one. Disrespect the smoke over towards A. And that means the rotate has to come in.
Again, so.
Straight up Fischl with 4 people showers.
All going up towards him, diving to the back, looking for that detain, and it has been found.
Oh my god, it's so nice. Tried to throw a cove on top of him. How on earth do you retake this? He's gonna use Harbor ult, and then they got Razor.
PRX here as well.
Even try to make this one happen. Dizzy over the top, blind onto a couple players, but G2 now getting themselves into some solid post-plant positions.
Scout destroyed.
Sequence of chase, Trailblazer cleared. Thrash back online. There's the Reckoning now coming through. It's the Fish this time, not going to be able to get much done. Push up here, just not aware to buy, take it down. The judge does get some value, something. Cleans up one. Forsaken now noted. The challenge coming through. Trying to be able to find that kill.
Lovely kills. Lovely kills, man. Yeah, and that's all of the ults done. This might be a done game already. This might be a done game already.
PRX is playing back, expecting these ults, but that gives enough space to get the Thrash right out of showers and connect onto Mindfreak. And it's a good attempt by Forsaken to try to use the Cove to save him, but it comes up just a half a second too late. Oh, man.
Holy.
Frustration now for Alex. And then PRX just gets completely caught up inside a Link. Just trying to get through. The Seekers are there. All the info is there for the side of G2.
Yeah, and they decide to go aggro, and now this is an easy call from G2 in reaction.
It's going to be coming at him. They know where the aggression is going to be coming from. Forsaken setting up a wall, setting up the Cove, dropping down, but I mean, he's got this Bucky in hand, but
wow,
he's just
bro.
dead to rights. Everything
They're annihilating them.
Falling to pieces as G2 continue to just read them like an open book.
They're brilliant right now.
Yeah, the calls are just great.
So on top of PRX. I love this. You have a showstopper still for Icy as well. If things get dangerous, a couple stingers here for PRX, but they just cannot do anything right. Every time a player is found, there's util to shut them out by G2, make their lives that much easier.
Everybody just sat back, waiting for the spike to erupt. Nothing else to be done. It's going to be a flawless here from G2. It would seem as, yep, Jing unable to trade that
look
out.
at them just running in. They got so much money now, they're just trying to get some more obs. We go into another big buy round, and Icy has his ult. And dude, does he just double timeout?
This is just devastation.
It is, and they've already forced out a timeout from PRX. There's already been one taken. So, you know, now Alex has to rely on his players to kind of figure themselves out. But it's been a struggle. I mean, 2-7 Jing, 2-7 Mindfreak, 3-7 Forsaken, 5-7 something, 4-5 Divide. I mean, the gunners here, the shooters for PRX are just getting smothered with util, not able to really find opportunities to shoot back. And even when they do, they don't seem to be able to connect nearly as cleanly and as efficiently as G2 has. Sure, you've got an op for something on the Gecko. And I think G2 here pretty aware.
This is one of the better rounds at the moment, though. Op set up over towards showers.
Of PRX, knowing that they want to get to that op as soon as possible.
Boombot out, something's backing away, but let's get tagged by it. Wants to try to keep this operator obscured.
No way.
The damage, misreading how the Boombot was going to bounce.
It's just everything falling apart right now for PRX. These little mistakes, so impactful. Losing that much health at the beginning of the round.
Yeah, and with the earlier pressure that they did with the Sky over towards B, that kept 3 people over towards B, so they hit a side that only has 2 on.
As Showers, Icy wanted to try to clear it, he has.
And he's still alive.
A little bit of damage there onto himself, but it's the kill that he was looking for.
And the Fischl doesn't get anything.
Thrash on the hunt, nothing getting spotted. Jing
holy. They're getting annihilated, bro.
They are prepared for, they hear him coming.
Even with the fast kills.
Forsaken with another one. Second kill here in the round.
Forsaken still has a Cove on the spike here. This will create incredible amounts of pressure.
And Leaf is one of them. Picks off the Vi.
Oh my god, lovely.
Still gonna have to be concerned, and now the pit infested.
Yeah, he might just have to stick this.
Tap onto the spike, Forsaken found, leap on with 3 and something.
Jesus.
Drift away to hold on to this operator.
It's brutal to watch, man.
Hope that he can. G2 not stopping, not showing mercy. 7-1.
Just amazing stuff. You know, G2 gets into these post plants, and they're so tricky. They're so patient.
They're playing so well right now, though. Like the fake pressure over towards B, just keeping 3 people there. The 1-person fake with the Sky. Icy did good, stay alive here.
We have seen this from Alex this year. But man,
All the PRX looking like individuals without many people behind them.
You know, Jing tries to push through the mosh, they're ready. Try to swing a corner, they're ready. It's incredible.
PRX mess up the vetoes. One of those things where it's like, what is their... Someone in chat asked a good question at the beginning. They're like, what is PRX's best map? And it's like, it's a hard question to ask. It probably is Sunset, but still don't really know, because like they had a good run on Sunset when Monyet was there.
It's been a struggle. It's kind of like trying to read the Odyssey.
And then they wrecked a lot of teams in Pacific on lowers.
Looking like, you know, the Hungry Caterpillar.
Yeah.
Very simple, very easy.
Yeah, James and the Giant Peach. You know, something a little bit easier for sure.
And this is not something that we are used to seeing whatsoever.
And it's just like every time that PRX tries to make an aggressive move or something, it's accounted for, it's dodged by G2. And they have their util ready to counter it. Like the protocols that Mimi was talking about on the desk have been really, really good.
Okay,
G2.
7-1.
So reactive.
The G2 to upset the potential favorites. I mean, they were the favorites. They are the favorites for this event.
I mean,
everyone's predicting.
Your economy's in the dumpster. You're growing bulldogs, half armors, and you're losing opening trades.
And that is a great start, dude. Icy's been unreal. Leaf has only died once.
Not finding success, and Forsaken continuing to try to hold steady out here in the open. Clears out on the Trailblazer. Just backing away. He is alone on this side, so rotation has to come through Devi. Moving over to try
This is
to
nice from Mind Freak, though.
That position at B.
He's just going to tuck into the usual corner.
They get everybody except Mind Freak to go. And they get
3-person stack on B at the moment.
It's so good here from G2. They're playing such a smart, disciplined game right now.
And they're very aware of the space that they've given up. Icy just going to go creeping forward. Can clear that angle there for Trent. Now get ready to turn his sights back over in towards B. But they know exactly what space they've surrendered. They know exactly where Mind Freak could be. Wall now coming up. Mosh into the back. Forsaken just setting up the cove. Gets himself up on top of tube. Something's going to start counter-rotating back over to A.
Yeah, and something thinks that
G2, they're just
something thinks that they did so much to deter over towards here that they're like in this area right now.
Paint shell right there at Forsaken's feet. An immense amount of damage going to be found, and
wow,
he cannot
man.
come up with anything on the back
They're so
end.
chill.
No kills found. Now a 5v2, and given the op in play, just going to have to go for a save unless Mind Freak can pull off a miracle and start opening things up here outside of Hookah. But now he's been spotted. Swing out.
And he's wide swinging on him as well. Bro, he's going to have to save his op again. Oh, he's getting hunted heavy. Look at the money. Like, everyone can afford to die.
The rallying call from G2. They want this operator out of his hands.
Oh, he's screwed. There's no way.
Gonna take some fancy sniping, but he's not even going to get that single shot in. Valen delivers the headshot, the death blow. Is everything PRX do? None of it is sticking.
No. Every time they try something a little bit different, there's just so many players. That flash maybe went a little too deep as well from Devi.
30 seconds left.
They're just so clean, so aware right now. Being so patient, getting util out.
Singular. They had 4 there.
And it's
oh
awesome
my goodness.
And
yeah, and the header in the hand. Head in the hands, fully.
How important, how
They
good
go
of
for
an
their
opportunity
fast
they
hit.
might have to potentially finally get a win, not just for themselves, but for Pacific. And G2 was having none of it.
Certainly not. Crash into the back, going to be dodged out. But an immense amount of space. Give it up here to G2 as the plant gets ready to come in. Forsaken on the corner. Does he want to try to swing out and clear it? The answer is going to be yes, but he cannot. Instead, it's just going to be Icy taking his head clean off. A minor amount of damage found there, but Leaf boosted up over the top, able to spot out Jing. Strikes him down. Molly coming through. Mind Freak with a nice little one-tap. Will be able to find that elimination. So Leaf goes down. Damage across on the Jonah. Push up in the smoke.
Bro, they're playing so close, ready for Wingman in the smokes. It's so nice.
Further time. Divine Mind Freak with everything to do.
Mind Freak solo round?
Catches a stray, swinging back in towards the site, and now it's all on Divine. A little bit of damage. Found. Cannot stabilize the spray. Cannot find that.
Oh my god, they are just wrecking him.
9-1.
And they're doing to PRX what PRX did to them on the first half of Split right now. Just absolutely rolling. I mean, Icy so good on the point.
Ave, yeah, with the Prime. Thank you so much for the 3 months. Thank you, thank you.
In that, G2 were fighting back. A lot of those rounds were close. We saw how inconsistent the economy was from PRX. This is a complete and utter dismantling. We're not seeing really any fight back from the side of PRX.
No. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, Mind Freak there in that round with the Guardian got 3 kills, but, you know, these plays just aren't working, and they're getting aggressive again. They're going to use the Cove and a bunch of flashes, but they're ready. They're playing.
Oh my god, they're so ready for everything. The reads are way too good right now. Icy's been unbelievable. Yeah, they've been red like mad.
As soon as that Cove came out, everybody just backed around the corner and waited.
I'm surprised with the time they didn't change anything up. Maybe another map.
No one on G2. And Icy these last
I'm
couple
not a huge fan of the PRX comp, and G2's comp is so strong at executing that, because like PRX's comp, they could hold map control a little bit, but G2 could brute force through that, and then they still have an incredibly strong execute. And I think the stopping power on PRX isn't the best, like in terms of like site stopping power.
Here towards the site, see if he can fish for a little bit more, try to take away some of these weapons, but it matters not.
Yeah, like Harbor Sky can't really do too much.
With only one more round to be
even
played
Gecko to an extent.
There's no real damage that you could deal. The showstopper's already online.
I mean the Gecko with like
the
flash is okay, but then you need to be in a position to do a decent flash. You're probably not going to be on the site fighting if he's doing a decent flash. Gecko Molotov's okay for the choke point, but the race is always going through and just getting that first kill. So.
But just look at the way they play it. They just wait it out.
Rip Pick'ems. Oh yeah, bro. I'm gonna go from top 3 to bottom 3. Just all from the up all from playoffs.
Just making it so
like literally, I'm gonna go from 80% getting it right to 80% getting them wrong.
So strong on this map.
Not even sure I'll get 20% right at this point. Dude, they're so out of ideas. This guy double satching with a flash behind.
Again, more aggression to be had as Showstopper over the top.
Hey, Icy's all over them. Icy is all over them. This kid, this is the best I've seen him play.
To get themselves out away from this orbital strike to safety, but Seekers still chasing, and Leaf doesn't swing the angle. B site now opened up, plant coming through back site. The man advantage once again here for G2. They even have the thrash.
Bro, they're annihilating.
Sent to check, scouting around the back of elbow. Nothing going to be spotted there. Trailblazer forward.
Just the reads are just so good, and Icy is just doing everything perfect.
The smoke ready for it to fall. Something does manage to find the headshot, brings it back into parity, but time is still getting away from them. They have to get themselves onto the site here if they want the second round. Mind Freak with one. Jonah P trying to stay alive. As that is going to be the cleanup coming in. They have to wait out the orbital. Get themselves in on
yeah, all good on this one. Okay, they double their rounds at the end. 2. Man, 2 is not enough here, especially when they're up against the pistol gods. The 4-1 of pistols, and it's a must-win pistol.
Yeah, the guns come alive at the very end here for PRX, but it's hard to imagine
with how G2 have been on that pistol flick,
exactly what I just said. Like they're dominating pistols right now. It's a must-win pistol.
So impressive. What G2 is able to accomplish.
Comebacks of this magnitude.
He hasn't even got the energy to slam his desk anymore. He's just.
Yeah, he's so defeated.
Holy. There we are at the half. We'll have the analyst desk break down.
I hate to see it.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. We tried to tell you that G2 is pretty darn good on bind, and that's exactly what happened. 10-2.
Yeah, the read that they've had on PRX throughout this one is incredible.
Oh, they're all over them.
PRX,
Yeah.
I think, playing a lot of these rounds where they're trying to like hard anchor on site and fight forward, and these G2 executes with this double initiator composition.
They could have picked
really
anyone
been on
else.
point.
Yeah, they had first
exactly.
pick.
If we take a look at some of those rounds, we were talking about
Yeah, they could have
maybe
picked
a little
Foot.
bit of this uncoordination on the side of PRX. But as the defense was going on, with all the utility that they have under it, everything is so out of place time after time, and that only it's feeding into G2's confidence.
Yeah, and Icy has continued his momentum from the second map of this series. Yeah, I mean, he's been set up so well on these executes. These Gecko Sky combos just haven't really been broken consistently by PRX, which means he's able to run them over on the site, and then G2 with this really heavy molly comp late round is winning every post.
I love the fact that he's feeling so comfortable and so confident. So many openers in so many rounds, as you're saying, so very well set up. I feel like also
Just RT's really good, man. He has good reads into a lot of what's going on. He's always had good reads.
Every single thing the PRX is trying. Yes, we're going to the attack now, but honestly, mentally, how can PRX still be here?
The one round they went for an aggressive play, G2 was ready, tucked from the flash combo, then broke the dizzy, swung back in, and dominated them. G2 is playing incredible right now, and their composition is great on defense. Watch the way that they're going to use these mollies to perma-stall out any A execute that PRX wants to throw at them. If they want to make a comeback happen and stay in the upper bracket, they need to make a massive comeback, and it has to start on this pistol round.
Not a lot of people had G2 absolutely shredding on their bingo cards. Let's see how this plays out. Send it back over to Seth, as well as Paper Thin.
Thank you very much. Let's see if they can find that run back, if they can find some of that bite. That
Gotta be a pistol. Must-win pistol.
Exactly. It feels like
Jing gets a double satchel shorty. Well, we know what they're going for.
You know, even on Lotus, it didn't look quite as coordinated as we're used to seeing from them. Jing able to take U-Haul control. He's got a shorty.
Dizzy Blind coming through, but Icy ready. Right click.
Bro, this kid is having by far his best game, maybe. Trying to think. He had a very good game against C9, I think it was.
Flash.
Not sure it was this good.
Trying to hold these lines. Forsaken, looking forward, plays anti-flash to Dizzy coming through. Tries
Whoa.
to push him into the smoke, is able to find one. Mind Freak coming away with another. But now a 2v3, the man advantage. Equalized now.
Yeah, Wingman might make the difference here.
To start that defuse, and the clicks coming in from Icy just look absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, he's got to focus on Wingman.
There we go.
Bro, Icy's insane. Was he on 20 kills?
He will not be denied. He has the victory in his
Bro, they are the pistol gods. 5-1.
18 and 7 right now. Just taking
You know what's mad
rounds
is
over.
consistently they have the best pistol record. Like even against was it Lev? Did they won 9 out of 10 pistols? Like they are they're insane at it.
I mean, previously with the boom bot into the blast packs, and then this round with these paint shells and the blast packs to try to buy a little bit extra space. I mean, he's so
And
so
PRX have to force into this.
Well-earned Vandal paint shells for the check. Side
Whoa.
lamps. Go over the top. Jing is
No way, he body blocked the cove. And then Jing got wrecked.
Spray across something. Nearly eliminated is now the teleporter having to be taken. Leaf going to be passed to flip across the opposite side of the map, though, to look to try to intercept. Got the wall raised, and look at the spray.
Jesus, look at the damage. 3 HP. Skydog goes in.
4v4, but HP in tatters. And Mind Freak, the first line of defense here in Hookah.
Allen still has double smokes.
Plant in, flash to the back. Mind Freak still able to come away with one. Valen quick to reply. Leaf lurking forward on the hunt, on the prowl, staying quiet. Now opens up, tries to find the shot. Forsaken able to come away with one. Forsaken gets a second. Leaf now dead, and Forsaken swaps to the classic. 2 players left alive. The force by
Okay,
PRX.
respect,
It
man.
ends up working a treat.
Force buy pays off. Yeah, that was
This round probably
Forsaken's
goes
trying to keep him in
G2's
it.
way if Leaf doesn't beat
Hood
that.
Live, thank you so
that
much,
shot
man.
against something.
Thank you,
This
bro.
probably
Appreciate it.
swings their way.
Almost certainly.
Yeah, I mean, the cove landed on him too. That's supposed to land on top
Yeah,
of
he
the
body
truck,
blocked it.
and instead it landed just behind it because it bounced off of Icy. And that caused
Did I see
some
Amy's message about
confusion and
C9's
chaos,
pistol
but,
Prac versus
well, they got the
G2?
win.
No.
I see about a readjustment there.
Where is it?
It's good mid-rounding.
One step of many.
Eco though,
You can see
right?
here, even with the full purchase, everything being invested, weaponry still going to be a little bit weak on the opposite side here. G2, 2 sheriffs, otherwise classics. For now, Jonah just clearing out the boom bot, sending out a flash. Nothing confirmed. Orb take here for Jing to try to get the showstopper online. Quick bounce on the pain shells. Check close. He's gonna enter
I went 0-10 versus G2 on pistol practices at one point. Wait, they're actual confirmed pistol gods.
Long rotate here from all the rest of G2. There's no one in hookah.
You went 0-10 in pistol practice against them?
Tagged up, they keep swinging, and eventually they are going to be rewarded with that elimination.
That's so funny.
Ball comes up. So take a peek out over towards that defender's spawn. Having seen nothing, it looks like G2 widely going to look to just sit back, go down to the spike.
Yep, try and do any damage they can on the way out.
Something is going to give them an opportunity for it. Next, the right side.
Hell is the skin, bro?
Set up here for him to try to clear out. Spots the first one. Silent though is Leaf. Finds that kill. Gets a dink on the Jing. Puts him down to 28. And now he's got to reroute for his own exit. Paint shell sent. It looks like he's just going to die no matter what. As the rotation's coming through from the opposite side. Icy now contained here into the corner, getting whittled away at, getting taken down. The Vi will collect it.
It's nice for the orbs though.
They get themselves a 4th round victory.
Yeah, and sure they get the win, but it's against an eco, and it still looked a little bit labored from the side of PRX. G2 really making them work for every kill, for every exit, for every moment. Trying to just shut them out. Take the lights out here for PRX, and yet now you've got the op, you've got the thrash for something. Trent also has his thrash.
To go battle skin pass. Honestly, it didn't look too bad. There's not many like honestly, there's not many colorful skins.
To make sure that they can afford
any purple pinks, I noticed.
He's just gonna try to maintain long control.
Big rounds, PRX obviously, everyone's gonna be big for them, but official v official. Op goes in on attack.
Very much one to pick this up.
They create pressure over towards short, so there's a question mark currently over towards short for G2. They gotta clear.
Getting suspicious after not having heard anything. Inches forward, ends up falling. Thrash now started to work its way up through Garden, but will get cleared out by Jonah P. They're not liking what they're not seeing over at Hookup. Everybody just cutting over here towards Long. We're gonna enter in through Garden. Trent waiting, his own ult online. Showstopper goes in towards the back. Jing able to find one, but then it's going to be cut down to Trent. Comes up with 2 kills. Devi finally able to
flash.
Flash coming through.
Oh my god, did the flashes like meet each other? What happened? It's like the flash cancelled out the flash.
With 2 players left standing, the op recovered. PRX get themselves up to 5.
How did neither of them get blind there?
They're starting to win some of those early battles. Those early
the sky flashes like went into one.
So often against G2 in these last 2 maps. That could be what they need. It could be the tide swinging a little bit, but we'll see. It's again
that's crazy.
Very, very far.
I can't believe none of neither of them are blind at all.
For the side of PRX. Okay, now they're starting to get the coordination, starting to get that speed underneath them that we're used to seeing when they can really thrive in those high-speed, high-intensity moments.
Yeah, and the eco, the eco is great for PRX here. They got 3 people that are really close to getting ults for the big buy rounds. Icy will have his ult, Trent will have his ult.
Not wanting to tap on the orb. It's gonna be a slow creep up. Icy holding the line.
What a shot, man! He's having an absolute.
He does it again with a singer.
Oh.
2 kills.
He's having an absolute game. Mind Freak might be tempted to use his ult here. Insta scamble stack over towards B, but Jonah P just says he's pushed long and they don't have to push anymore. I saw him.
Quick little glimpse there of Trent. Swings out a little bit more, but tag not going to be found.
Got both ults here.
Yeah, and they might have to use both ults.
Forsaken. Dangerous.
Lobbed in. Jonah on that jiggle. Forsaken now noting it, but still wary about lamps. Orbital strike.
Yeah, and there goes the one Brim ult. He's going to try and get space after this.
No one far enough forward. Flash now sent. Forsaken looking to try to challenge. Looking to try to find that kill, but there is the ult going across. There is the cleanup.
Forsaken.
Dead. Off the detain. And Forsaken now. The last one standing. The spike.
Bro, they're giving him nothing.
Rotate over, he'll grab it up, but shot still being spammed across.
He's gonna think that this guy's already run over towards B, right?
Over into the shower. Jonah now with a phantom in
Wait,
hand.
I mean, this is a good call. He has enough time.
It's gonna be so damn close.
Yeah, he's fine. Whoa, he might not be fine with that.
Reckoning sent, but he's gotta get the spike planted.
Holy!
Just been a second too late. Just hair off as the push coming through, and there is a
He
threat.
missed the jump and didn't get it.
Trent
He wouldn't have got it anyway,
delivering
but that's crazy.
As G2 get themselves up
Holy.
to match point.
It's
Bro, I can't believe he went for the ult.
For PRX. That hurts so much. I mean, at least get the plant down. I mean, yes.
I mean, it was lost before this. Was this Valen? Double?
And this stinger for Valen.
Bro, the
Might as
stingers.
well be a rifle with how good he is with that gun.
Stingers are
Shutting
so
him down and
insane.
detain, setting Leaf
I
up.
feel like I've never seen so many stingers.
Just
Like,
a
this
little
event is
bit
kind
too
of just
long, and all
brought them to
Alex
the
can
front.
do at this point is
Yeah,
shake
they're
his
so
head.
good. I
They
feel like
are
the win
one
round percentage
round
from
away
50s
from
and
going
stingers
down
is
to the
just
lower
so
bracket.
high.
Yeah. You'll see every team start doing
Momentum
it
was
though.
starting
For
to
sure.
build, but just like that, a MasterCard thrifty to take it away. To
They're already
get
giant
G2
in
up to
NA,
match
but
point, match point. Now Trent.
Yeah, it's
Everywhere
definitely not
else is
prevalent in
Shanghai.
Europe.
Once
Like,
again.
you
Yeah.
never really come up
Dive
against
forward here
playing
on the side. Somebody trying to
stingers.
lead the charge. Snapping with a headshot. Manages a find. And it's
Whoa.
the enemy. Jonah, good for one. Showstopper in. Icy not getting that kill.
Oh
Draws
god.
down with
Devi's got a
Vandal.
1v3.
He picks off Mind Freak. and
Cat,
now
man,
is
this
Divide.
is a giant
The
upset
Sultan,
from
the uncle,
G2.
the last one standing. A 1v3 clutch necessary.
Yeah, I mean, huge
Right now,
reads. Huge reads
is
and
all
just
G2
Icy on this map especially
Has been
was
since Lotus.
best performance I've
Much
ever
GUI
seen
is
him
no
have.
util. It's just gonna have to be gunplay.
He was so locked in.
Meanwhile, there's boombots, there's mollies for the side of G2. It has to be one of the clutches of his life for Devi.
There's just so many angles to work through. So many places that he has to note. All coming back up. He's in front of it. 30 seconds now remaining. The corner check in from Leaf spots him. Valen immediately hightailing it back over. Look at the join in with the rest of his squad. Devi waiting on the angle. Now just has to go for the plan. Paint shell.
Oh
from
my
Molly.
God.
Lobbed at him. He's down to 45.
45.
Everything in the kitchen sink sent at this man to make his task impossible. The shots are
Damn,
fouled.
dude, that
Leafs
was
get the
very
finisher,
impressive
and
from G2.
Get their win. 13
Big
to 5.
upset.
They keep themselves in
Damn.
the upper bracket.
Bro, they haven't
Say
lost
to
a
PRX, you
haven't
asked
lost
for
a
this.
game yet.
You picked us.
3-0.
I love this from G2.
Yeah, and
Stellar
PRX
performance
going to their
after a
manager
rough
like,
first
why
map,
did you pick
able
this
to
guy?
bounce
Why
back
did you pick
and look
G2?
so convincing.